Good day, everyone. The topic we are considering now is functions. Introduction to functions. When you have f of x equal to 2x plus 1, I want you to know that this f of x equal to 2x plus 1, what I have inside that bracket, f of x, is the definition of that function. So when I have f of something, that is what should reflect at the other side of the function. Now, if I have f of x is equal to 2x plus 1, then f of w should be equal to 2w plus 1. F of x plus 1 should be equal to 2 bracket x plus 1 plus 1. Then I need to simplify this. So that will give me 2x plus 2 plus 1, which is 2x plus 3. Composite functions. In composite function, you will have two functions, or embed one function in another function. But in this case, I have f of x equal to 3x minus 1, and g of x is equal to x squared minus 1. Now, f of g of x is equal to f of x squared minus 1. You know that g of x is equal to x squared minus 1. It's as if that g of x is representing x squared minus 1. Now, when I have f of g of x, then I will have f of g of x, which is x squared minus 1. So it will be f bracket x squared minus 1. Now remember that f of x equal to 3x minus 1. Now whenever I see x in that function, I will represent it with x squared minus 1. Therefore, f of g of x now will be equal to 3 bracket x squared minus 1 minus 1. Then I will simplify this. This will give me 3x squared minus 3 minus 1, which is equal to 3x squared minus 4. Now more on the question. F of x equal to 3x minus 1, g of x equal to x squared minus 1. Now, what I'm dealing with here is g of f of x. Remember that f of x is equal to 3x minus 1. So I want to embed that one inside g of x. Now, that will be g of 3x minus 1, which eventually give me 3x minus 1 all square minus 1. So when I simplify that one, I will have 9x squared minus 6x plus 1 minus 1. No, that 3x minus 1 bracket 3x minus 1, if I expand it, I will get 9x squared minus 6x plus 1, then minus 1. So the final answer will be 9x squared minus 6x. More on that. F of x equal to 3x minus 1. But in this case, I'm doing f of x. I want to put f of x inside f of x. Remember that f of x equal to 3x minus 1. So when I put it again inside f of x, where x occurs in f of x, I will represent it with 3x minus 1. So that will give me 3 bracket 3x minus 1 minus 1. If I open that bracket, it will give me 9x minus 3 minus 1, which will give me 9x minus 4. Inverse functions. In inverse function, I want you to know that when you want to find the inverse of this function as an example, when you have a graph, you have y-axis and x-axis. That y-axis also equal to f of x. So it can be f of x or y-axis. So what do we need to do? We change that f of x to y, then make x as a subject. Then you get your inverse. Y is equal to 2x minus 5. And I can have this one as 2x minus 5 is equal to y. It's the same thing. Now I can take 5 to the other side, so I have 2x is equal to y plus 5. Then I make x the subject. X will be y plus 5 all over 2 by dividing both sides by 2. Then I will have f inverse of x is equal to x plus 5 all over 2. More on that. This is another question. F of x is equal to 2x plus 3 all over x. So I will change that f of x to y. Then I cross multiply. If I cross multiply, I will have yx is equal to 2x plus 3. Then I collect like that. You know, I want to make x the subject. So I will take 2x to the other side. So give me yx minus 2 is equal to 3. Then I will factorize x bracket y minus 2 is equal to 3. Then divide both sides by y minus 2. Then I will have x is equal to 3 over y minus 2. So f inverse of x will give me 3 over x minus 2. Now I want to teach a past paper, and the past paper I'm considering is May-June 2021, paper 4 variant 3 number 10. So I will just pick the important part of the question on the screen, then I will show the solution. The first part of the question, I want to find f of 2. F of x equal to 3x minus 2. So f of 2 will be give us 3 multiplied by 2 minus 2, which is equal to 4. The next one, g of 2. No, g of x equal to 5x minus 2. So that will be 5 times 2 minus 7, which is equal to 3. More on that on the questions. Now, I want to find g of f of 2. Before I can get g of f of 2, I need to find g of f of x first. Then I can put 2 to get my g of f of 2. Now, in g of f of x, this is a composite function, as I said earlier on. So f of x is 3x minus 2. I put that in front of g. So I have g of 3x minus 2. And you know that g of x is 5x minus 7. So replacing that x in 5x minus 7 with 3x minus 2, I get 5 bracket 3x minus 2 minus 7. And that will give me 15 minus 10 minus 7, which will eventually give me 15 minus 17. Now, I can get my g of f of 2 by replacing x in that 15x minus 17 by 2. So that one will give me 15 times 2 minus 17. That will give me 30 minus 17, which is equal to 10. Now, I want to find f inverse of x. So f of x is equal to 3x minus 2. Y is equal to 3x minus 2. Then I make x the subject. I'll get 3. This can be equal. This also can be equal to 3x minus 2 is equal to y. Now take 2 to the other side. We have 3x is equal to y plus 2. Then divide both sides by 3. I will have x is equal to y plus 2 all over 3. Now the f inverse of x will be x plus 2 all over 3. Now, we want to find the h of f of x given your answer in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c. Please note, anytime the examiner gives you an instruction, please ensure you follow that instruction very well. Anytime, by the time I want to get the final answer, ensure the answer is in that form. Now, h of f of x is a composite function. As I said earlier on, f of x is 3x minus 2. And in h of x, you know, x occurs twice. I have x squared plus x. So I will replace each x with 3x minus 2. Now, I will have 3x minus 2 all squared plus 3x minus 2. Then I will simplify. By the time I simplify this one, that 3x minus 2, that one will give me 9x squared minus 12x plus 4 plus 3x minus 2. If I try to simplify this answer, it will give me 9x squared minus 9x plus 2. Now, we want to find the derivative of h of x. I want you to know that when you are asked to find the derivative of h of x, this means that you should need to differentiate h of x. Another way they can ask this question to tell you find h prime of x. Find the derivative of h of x or find h prime of x. It means differentiate h of x. So when you h of x equal to x squared plus x, you need the idea of simple differentiation. So when you differentiate x squared plus x is equal to 2x plus 1. Now I want to find x when j inverse of x is equal to 4. To answer this type of question, you need to do inverse of j of x first. And to do that one, j of x is equal to 3 raised to power x. As I said earlier on, you change j of x to y. So y is equal to 3 raised to power x. Then you find the log of both sides. Log y is equal to log 3 raised to power x. Now in logarithm, you need the idea of logarithm here. When there's a log of something raised to power something, it will be that power will go to the back of the logarithm. Like in this case, log y is equal to x log 3. Remember that I want to make x the subject, so I can say x log 3 is equal to log y. Now we divide both sides by log 3. So x will be equal to log y over log 3. And when you have log y over log 3 is equivalent to log y base 3. Therefore, j inverse of x will now equal to log x base 3. Now, j inverse of x is equal to log x base 3. Now, remember that in the previous question, we have j inverse of x is equal to 4. Now, and when j inverse of x equal to log x base 3, I will just write log x base 3 is equal to 4. And in logarithm, anytime we have log something base something is equal to something, you can change logarithm to exponential and vice versa. Now, when you have log a base b is equal to k, a is equal to b raised to power k. Now, in this case, log x base 3 is equal to 4 is equal to x is equal to 3 raised to power 4. And 3 raised to power 4 is equal to 81. Now I want to simplify j inverse of g of x. This is a composite function. We are embedding j of x inside the inverse functions of g of x. Now, what is g of x? G of x is equal to 3 raised to power x. So j inverse of that one, j inverse of 3 raised to power x. Remember that j inverse of x is equal to log x base 3. Therefore, that one will be log 3 raised to power x base 3. When you have log something with a power, that power will go to the back of log. So this one will become x log 3 base 3. And log 3 base 3 is equal to 1. And 1 times x is equal to x. So x log 3 base 3 is equal to x. This is how far we can go in this question. And I want you to try to lay your hands on as many questions as possible for better mastery. You will be happy that you do so.